Hello everyone and most welcome to Alexander Technique number 12, and I have the privilege to be assisted by my dear colleague Kalle Lundahl here today. Do we dare to put some light maybe to get a clearer depiction of what we will do today? Let's see here. So we will try the Surya Namaskar once more and see if we can put Kalle into the primary position of the Surya Namaskar, which is the so-called monkey. But before you go into the monkey, always make stop and try to see if you can find the balance. I'd say this stopping procedure is very important. So please do it over and over again during the day. It's a small stop where you bring your thinking into action. So what Alexander talked about endgaming is going directly to the doings. But there is a trick to avoid that, and it's like a short stop, 5 to 10 seconds before you commence. And you take that time to take in the world around you, the exo, I call it exo. So your endo and your exo can make a hug, just like in the lovely depiction of Botticelli. So once you stop, before you commence, you will be able to get this nice balance here. So you can make a nod, like this, freely. And you can make a no, if you like to. Freeing the head, and think that there is a small droplet going over the ridge of the nose. That will make a possibility for the head to go up that direction. There are two things simultaneously going on. A little drip of the nose that makes almost imperceptible nod. But it is a little doing, and as you can imagine, small doings do not come easily. We need to stop to make them, because I think we are too used to brusque movements.
Do you mean that alltså the retained crop?
No, it should be flowing over the nose, a very small one. But we are inclined, you can have a look, see, we're inclined to brusque movements. So we jump into the Surya Namaskar like this, clasp our hands up, and the mind, the endo, is not in on it. And you lose your back in that process. What we want to do is bring in the back and the head. So lengthen here as well and widen. Very good. So there is a difference already present here. And if you flex your knees just a little bit. Very good, Kalle, fantastic, excellent. And see if we can get the hands to bring in the shoulders. This is what we want in the Surya Namaskara, is to have the shoulders in on the action. Because your arm begins here. This is part of your arm. This is not fixed to the back at all. There are no joints here. It's floating freely. The joint is here, here, and here.
Mm.
So that freedom you will need in the exercise. Continue to widen and continue to have the greater observation of the whole around you. Yeah, very good. Fantastic. So now the shoulder is being more engaged, and now we try to make a little tilt, and you flex the knees a bit more and see if we can. Yeah, there you found the joint. So it's much better now than it was in the previous. For every time you set your mind to it and you make a stop, the easier it will be to find the joint. And what we're talking about is the hip joint.
Mm.
The hip joint is the most important articulation.
Mm.
Because you bend, you get up, and once you are in the monkey, you continue to open up here. Yeah, very good, Kalle, fantastic. You do that as a charm now. There's already progression. Widen up here over the chest as well. So bring out a bit there, see if we can have loose here. This is just excellent. How does it feel?
Fine. Yes.
It's not as much of a strain anymore, I can imagine,
No.
as it was maybe half a year ago. Looks very good. You can also project your knees forwards, and you can think that your fingers, there's an alternative position where your fingers are like strained like this, erect. You think that there is a direction in that, yeah.
Mm.
You can put the palm of your hand on top of the chair, and you have that direction. Yeah, keep it this way, yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good, yeah. Still no strain here. Think about the nod. Nod, this are the two directions that can be made by the upper cervical. Very good, this is fantastic. That's your excellence. Widen, lengthen, and you widen all the way down to the hip. The better you can include that. Very good. So what we do, and the monkey is like, flex your knee a bit. We preserve the freedom of the head-neck relationship, the direction. And you can let yourself go down a little bit. And then you go out of yourself like this, you go up, you don't do anything yet. I will take your hands away. Part of the trick is not to react immediately, because we are so used to reacting immediately in this modern day and age.
Mm.
And that takes away the possibility of having a conscious guidance, a more widened, lengthened and balanced position.
Mm.
So we go directly into actions, and thereby we are a bit deterministic, so to speak.
Mm.
So this is a way of easing ourselves out of this, not all at once, but a little by little. This is a t-shirt from Barcelona, I gather.
Yes.
Really?
Showing the patron saint of Barcelona.
Aha! What's the name of the patron saint?
The Barona. Mercy in Catalan.
Aha!
Mercy in English.
Okay.
The one who shows mercy.
Lovely. Very good. You have an excellent balance here. The more you put your mind to have this balance, the more it will invigorate your daily doings and also your thinking. Because I'd say this rejecting one half is something that we do automatically. We take away half of the world and we do it so quick we don't even notice. Take away the chair for a second here. Let's see if I can bring it to the side. And I would take her up to a fully erect position. Do not. Yes, very good. There you have the no, you have the yes. You say no to reacting too quickly by doing so. And you should say yes to conscious guidance like this. I can say yes to that. And up you go. And now you are fully erect. So continue to direct outwards, upwards. Think of, very good, you think of the drop. I can see that. I can actually see what he's thinking. And that also means that there is a healthy lengthening here of his back and he widens. So please go ahead and do the Surya Namaskar. I will be just checking the camera here.
Surya Namaskar.
Now, of course, we should not forget humor. Think of us something funny. Stefan Gustafsson rejecting evil.
Or Salvador Dali saying, "You."
No, don't bring that up. So widen, let that smile. Continue. There's a smile behind your eyes. And then you make a stop. And I recommend when you do this exercise tonight or tomorrow, you will do these stops. This to make sure that there is freedom in the neck, that you can do the nod, and that you can do the no. Lengthen here, be present, do not go into the ground only. Think that there is a lot of space happening around you, above you and behind you. And after that 10 to 15 seconds stop, you continue. Looking very good. Should actually, this part should be to the ground. So if you go down a bit more here, the hip should be to the ground, so you make a stretch over here. And make another stop here. I think this is a position you can stay there. And yeah. Feel the freedom here. You can take that frown off. Think of something humorous. Of course, in this position it's harder. There's a nod and there is a no there. And there is a big laugh behind your eyes. It's looking good, Cal. Please continue. Remember to keep the hip to the ground to make a nice stretch. And you stretch out, you think wideness, lengthening, and you can make a stop again. And before you do something, just think of freedom. You're at that beautiful beach in Hawaii. You just earned your fantastic professorship at the University of Wow, or whatever it's called in Hawaii. And you just enjoy yourself. Thinking of warmth, thinking of satisfaction, enjoyment will widen the back, will also lengthen. So you get more relaxed when you have happy thoughts, so to speak. You put yourself into a happy position, so you can relax also here. Small break, yeah. Remember to laugh inwardly. There's nothing wrong with laughter, although it was some Greek philosopher who objected to laughing and enjoying. It was in
Heraclitus but it's rather a cliche that he didn't laugh. And Democritus laughed. I think it's a cliche.
Yeah, it was in this Umberto Eco's.
Bramante made an iconic painting of them with Democritus supposedly laughing at the folly of humans.
Okay.
While Heraclitus is weeping at the folly of humans.
Okay. Now it's becoming easier. And do a thinking stop there somewhere, whenever you like it, and start to think first, so you don't turn the nodding and the knowing, if you like, into another habitual action. But you think first. Think freedom, happiness, and yes, that's very good, Kalle. I saw you did that. Excellent. This is very good. Hooray. I think you understood what I meant now. It begins with the thinking. So then you do the action.